done them, you've just done them now in the van.
It's 2.2
Oh, it's all in that van dead then.
35.5.
I've made a revival. It's dead when I come in.
I'm Emma Wotton and I'm the Development Coordinator at Age Connects Torfaen, and I've been here for around about 11 years. So Age Connects Torfaen is a registered charity and it provides services for older people living throughout the borough of Torfaen. When COVID hit, unfortunately our Widdershins Centre had to close, and a lot of our services which are delivered in the Widdershins Centre again had to be paused. We had to adapt and take all our services safely out into the community. So this took us a few weeks to get used to and try and plan what we were going to do in the community. And it meant also getting a bit of a COVID response team together so that staff who were in other roles were drafted in order to provide the services.
I gown them up ready for the hair washing. I've washed hair and blow dried, but only the staff, not customers.
Yeah.
Helped with like colouring and stuff, and yeah.
Lovely.
I absolutely, I love it. Because
Amazing,
it's like I haven't got nobody there like watching over me sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm Nikki and I live in Cwmbran, and unfortunately I've had 2 strokes, which has left me with sort of cognitive issues and forgetfulness, and we tried lots of places to go to try and help, and nothing felt right. And then somebody happened to mention Age Connect, so I came for a visit, and that was two and a half, 3 years ago, and I'm still here. And this is like as you know, I always say it's like my second family. I'm so glad I'm here, because I was at a very low point in my life, because a lot of things that I used to be able to do went sort of like overnight, and that was very hard to deal with.
It's beautiful, such a lovely colour.
Nice and warm now, looks as well.
Yeah.
During lockdown it was really tough. The support we had from Age Connect, the phone calls, I was terrified to go out, and Simon wouldn't, because he didn't want to risk anything, so they did shopping for us, anything we needed, even if it was just to go for a walk, have a chat. It was wonderful. And then they started the Zoom groups, which at the beginning I struggled, realising that you're on screen and people could see what you were doing, and people walking behind you. But it was we've got the hang of it now, and that's been great, because although I've not met the people, I've met them on Zoom. So when I can meet them in the flesh, it's going to be fantastic, because it's like, again, it's an extended family.
Any sauce or anything?
Yeah, can I have some salad cream, please?
Salad cream, yeah. Any sauce? Salt? Oh, thank you. Joy?
So moving forward, we had to make sure that the building was COVID safe, and we've been able to receive some small grants from Torfaen Voluntary Alliance and Torfaen County Borough Council in order to put in pop-ups, hand sanitising stations, get PPE equipment for both the staff, volunteers and clients, and get protective shields in relevant areas. Once we were happy that everything was safe here and that staff had had a new induction into what COVID looked like in delivering our services.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
But it's just the hands-on part and everything else.
It's like a
Do you
story.
prefer to have your mask
Yeah.
on?
I thought that would be nice.
My name's Bethany and I'm Matthew's carer. Matthew is 34 and he has frontotemporal dementia. He was diagnosed when he was 29, I believe. And since he's been coming to this group, has been such a massive impact on him. He's just been so beneficial for him. He's been much more alert during group, so in the house he just tends to be watching TV, so this just gets him doing things that we wouldn't normally do, and like the help of all your staff's been amazing. They really interact with Matthew really well. The fundraising we've done for Matthew, we have done the walk around the boating lake. That raised quite a lot of money for him, and now we're doing the football match, I believe, and the 102-kilometre walk across the coast.
Throw it nice and strong. Your voice doesn't stop here, even though we got my visors on. It needs to travel. Think it's got to push through that visor, okay?
I'm Jen, I live in Cwmbran, been with Age Connects 5 years. So we went out shopping for individuals. That would mean going out, getting the shopping list off them and actually going to the shops and then dropping it off. We had to do social distancing, but it was nice to see people on their doorsteps because they may not have seen anybody else for a good while. We also took part in wellbeing calls, and that was really good for people to have somebody to talk to, and a lot of people were very, very lonely, so that was really nice for them to know that they were still being thought of, and that was a lot of the feedback that we had, that they were very grateful that we were still thinking of them. Also, myself and other workers at Age Connects, our children got together. At Christmas time, they did the Christmas cards which went out to all the clients. Through lockdown as well, the children made little flowers with little notes on that were very little happy quotes, and people put them in their windows and were really pleased with them. People volunteer at Age Connects because I think it gives people a sense of purpose, knowing that they're giving back to the community. A lot of people have got different expertise, they've got different knowledge, and they can bring that into the centre in all different roles that we've got at Age Connects. Got very varied roles for them to get involved with.
We can reduce the loneliness of a carer or a person living perhaps with dementia, and we can either take them both out for a walk, for a cuppa in Marks and Spencer's. We can provide the sitting in service where we sit and give that carer an hour of respite so that they can go off and meet their friends, or they can go and do the shopping, or they can do their ironing in peace. So there's an array of services. And then volunteering opportunities. So lots of people who perhaps retire, got extra time on their hand, and again they become lonely and isolated. So we rely on volunteers as really the bread and butter of this organisation, so that they can add value to all our different services, and they can come in and they can give their time, they can get back something out of it as well by meeting new people, by themselves coming out of their home and having that purpose really that they've given something to their local community.
I'm happy to shout about Age Connect and Zest because they've done a lot for me, and if we can help other people to come and then realise their abilities, And we encourage that. So if we're good at something, we encourage it, and then we learn new skills. We have a laugh, some more than others, because we do get a bit loud now and again. But yeah, I would you know, encourage anybody just to come and give it a go and then see. But I can guarantee you'll be like me, still here for 3 years.